Hello everyone. Good evening. Happy Saturday. Well, it's hot and humid in Colorado, so I'm pretty sure it is the end of the world, but as Michael Stipe said, I feel fine. So, we shall continue. I actually forgot that I had promised someone a while back that I would do a comparison of Fairbanks Morse Trainmaster models in O gauge. So, I figured I would attempt to do that. I only own 4 Fairbanks Morse Trainmasters. 2 are K-line, and 2 are Williams. My test track only fits 3, so we have 3 today. But these are the best ones to compare, trust me. We'll start off with the Williams guy here. I don't know a whole lot about post-war Lionel or anything like that, so we'll just say this is one of those Trainmasters that is based on post-war tooling. Runs absolutely beautifully, as all Williams stuff does. This is a later Williams. This is a Williams by Bachmann. I believe I bought this right about the same time I bought that Atlas Trainman RSD 15. So that had to have been right when, this is right when they started doing the Williams by Bachmann silver boxes. So 2007, 2008, so somewhere right along in there. It's really not a bad representation of an FM Trainmaster. I mean, when we look at the other ones, I mean, we'll see the details are, I mean, they're just not as sharp, but all the details are actually there. Not a real number for Southern Pacific. There's a big difference in truck detail. We'll get into that in a minute. I don't know how Lionels are, but on these Williams, these fuel tanks and air tanks are plastic. Obviously a lot better detail there on the K-line. But you can't beat the running quality of a Williams Trainmaster. And we'll put each one of these up and down the test track here just a little bit. But this one, I did do the in-series versus parallel wiring in it to slow it down a little bit. And now it runs so good. You get it up around 13, 14 volts, which is a comfortable speed. You can pull a 20-car train at under 1 amp, and nothing else I own will do that. Nothing else I own. So, you really want to geek out on Southern Pacific here. The paint scheme is much more correct on the K-line. Thinner band around the base. The lettering is correct. 4809 really existed. The trucks are pretty awesome on these guys. Another big difference too. Powered, dummy no flange. These are 12-wheel drive. No flange on the center axle, but all axles are powered. The K-lines will pull like you won't believe. I am not making that up. The typical post-war handrails, and believe it or not, Southern Pacific, when the FM Trainmaster came out and they were demonstrating it, TM1 and TM2 were dedicated to Eastern railroads. TM3 and TM4 went west, but the only railroad that was interested was Southern Pacific. The original 2 test units had the 100% straight handrails shown here. After these were available, Southern Pacific ordered 14 more, and it is rumored that these 14 came from the canceled New York Central order of these locomotives. And these handrails, and I'm not making this up, were called the Dipsy Doodles. See how it dips down and then goes back up? They seriously called it that. That's just dumb. But far as the prototype stuff goes, the flared step is correct. We can get we'll get Williams out of the way a little bit there. The front end is much more correct. See how you got the molded in door underneath the main headlight, or the Mars light, I should say. Number boards are a little bit closer to scale. Marker lights are a little bit closer to scale. Functioning drawbridge. This is the way the front end of these looked, with the little MU port and everything there. Molded in detail on the Pilot, but not bad, not bad. But yeah, very nice on the Southern Pacific. You got the excuse me, you got the molded in vent shade for the cab. These actually, after they were delivered, were converted to a 5-chime horn that would have been mounted up here. But the way the handrails are is correct. The black terminating into the silver. That's per the prototype. You got the ratcheting emergency brake. That does not appear on the Williams or the Lionel post-war. And you actually have, believe it or not, you have a road-specific detail on the Southern Pacific. Go to the Virginian and see if you can figure it out. Southern Pacific omitted the Fairbanks Morse nameplate. Never had them. The other cool thing about the Trainmaster on the Southern Pacific, this was the first hood unit to get the Black Widow paint scheme. So the other hood locomotives that were around, the GP7s, SD7s, the Baldwin DRSs, and the Baldwin ASs, they all, at this time, were painted in either the Tiger Stripe scheme or the Halloween scheme. The Halloween scheme is really cool. You don't ever see any of them in O-Gauge. Actually, the only one I've ever seen was, and what that is that's black with solid orange ends. No stripes, just black, orange, and then orange back here. K-Line, when they were making their RS3s, they actually did a Pacific Electric RS3, which basically was a division of Southern Pacific, obviously. And it was painted in that scheme. So it's black with orange ends. And the other thing that was really neat is it has dummy trolley poles on it. And what the trolley poles, the dummy trolley poles, were used for is when it was roaming around the streets of Los Angeles, those dummy trolley poles would trip the signals and all the signal lights, so it could run around like it was a trolley. But the reason I brought out the Virginian is because I just think this paint scheme lends itself a little bit more to the details of this locomotive. So you can see, actually let's go back here because we'll have my yellow cans. We're see-through there. See-through with fan detail there. All 4 fans there, and all these rotate freely. Same on the Virginian. But like I said, it just comes up a little sharper on the Virginian. And plus, this is just, to me, this is just one of the most iconic paint schemes in O-Gauge or anywhere. I just love this. And it reminds me of the LA Rams uniforms in the 80s. So, I used to be a football fan. But yeah, I like these guys. So, let's see here. This one was a K-Line Collectors Club exclusive that I ordered brand new. You could get these 3 ways. Just a basic model. No smoke, no horn, no nothing. Smoke and a horn. TMC rail sounds. I ordered this one horn and smoke. The way the prices went was the normal one with nothing was $100. This one was $125. And I believe it was $249 for TMCC and rail sounds. I believe this guy, and we'll fire him up because I got him the right way. He's TMCC and rail sounds. I believe he was $300. I bought this brand new too, but this was not a KCC exclusive. So So one thing I'll give these guys, smoke unit on this one. The TMCC one, you got to be moving to get the smoke unit going. It's got kind of that old school TMCC kind of pulse they would do when they were in neutral if they're conventional. It's really weird. But hold on, let's get this guy going just a little bit here. But once again, I got some fans on out here, so it's going to be wisping everywhere. But here comes your frying bacon out of your smoke unit there. As far as diesels go, this is one of my best smokers. And these K-line ones, God, these things run so good. And they'll run all day. But as you can see up here, you'll get your number boards lit up. Directional lighting, so the Mars light, although it does not flash, that will light up when you're going. Technically, this would be reverse short hood forward on a Virginian. But as you can see, look at which way the guy's facing. And your F is back there as well. I'm old school. I can't run a FM Trainmaster long hood forward. It just doesn't look right to me. So eventually I'll crack this guy open, and I'm actually going to turn that guy around. But for now, it's fine. But yeah, that's pretty much it for that one. But yeah, good model. Good model. So get him out of the way here real quick. I will just put the Williams guy on track real quick like, so you can just see how smooth these things run. I did do a little bit of, wait, it's not a little bit. I put a bayonet LED bulb in the front, and it's one of the really extremely bluish ones, but I don't mind them. I like them. So typical Williams starts in forward, but yeah, these things are just, God, these are smooth. Very smooth. It helps if I don't run it off the test track, but let me put him aside and we'll put on the other Southern Pacific. And you can hear one with rail sounds. It somewhat sounds like a Fairbanks Morse, believe it or not. Just the horn and bell are going to sound very familiar. But hold on, let's get him cranked here. So you can hear him doing his little rev up and everything there. Once again, directional lights, and I think if you had command, you might be able to get the Mars light to Mars light, but not in conventional. It's still a nice model though. I know the new Lionel Legacy versions of these will just bury these on detail. Even the new MTH Premiers will too, but for 2004, not bad. Horn and bell sound exactly like my GE locomotives. But the prime mover itself does somewhat sound like a Fairbanks Morse. See if we can get it to do its little shutdown sequence. But yeah, pretty cool. I've always liked these K-Line Trainmasters. These things, they run flawlessly. So, anyway, hope you guys enjoyed this little Trainmaster comparo. Let me know what you think. Catch you on the next one. Thanks for watching.